JBN, we keep you informed. Coming up in the news today, British man on drug charges for court on Friday. One man dead after gunmen attacked four along Mullines Road in Kingston. Adelphi police search for driver of car that killed 50-year-old woman. 50-year-old man arrested after dogs led cops to ganja at NMIA. PMP internal poll predicts Crawford by-election win, and Ochi woman who posed as dentist pleads guilty to fraud in the Bahamas. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items. British man on drug charges for court on Friday. A British man was arrested and charged for breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act at the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James on Friday. He is 25-year-old Ron Dawkins, a labourer of an England address. Dawkins has been charged with possession of ganja, dealing in ganja, and taking steps preparatory to export ganja. Reports are that Dawkins checked in at the airport to board a flight destined for London. During a security check, ganja weighing approximately half a pound was found concealed on his person. The drug has an estimated street value of $15,000. He is scheduled to appear in the St. James Parish Court this Friday. One man dead after gunmen attacked four along Mullines Road in Kingston. A man was killed and three others were injured by gunmen on Mullines Road in Kingston yesterday morning. The dead man has been identified as 31-year-old Richard Brown, also called Richie, of Mullines Road. Reports from the Constant Spring Police are that about 12:15 a.m., all four persons were walking along the roadway when they were approached by gunmen traveling in a motor car who opened fire, hitting them. They were taken to the hospital where Brown was pronounced dead and the others admitted for treatment. One of the injured is a female. Detectives assigned to the St. Andrew North Police Division are now probing the circumstances that led to the shooting. Adelphi police search for driver of a car that killed a 50-year-old woman. The Adelphi police are appealing to the driver of a motor car who did not stop after mowing down a 50-year-old woman in Dumfries, St. James on Friday to come forward. The victim, identified as Joyce Dobson, a labourer of the same community, occurred about 1:30 p.m. She was reportedly walking along the roadway when she was struck by the motor car, whose driver did not stop. Dobson died while undergoing treatment at the hospital. The driver has now been urged to turn himself into the Adelphi police or the nearest police station. In addition, anyone with information that can assist in identifying the motor vehicle that was involved in the accident and its driver is being asked to contact the Adelphi police at 876-912-1026. That's 876-912-1026 or the nearest police station. 50-year-old man arrested after dogs led cops to ganja at NMIA. A drug-sniffing dog reportedly led police officers to 22 pounds of ganja at the Norman Manley International Airport, NMIA, on Thursday afternoon, resulting in the arrest of a 50-year-old man. The Corporate Communications Unit, CCU, of the police force yesterday reported that the drug was found at a cargo warehouse in a barrel, which has been shipped by the accused, Winston Goldburn, of a Spanish Town, St. Catherine address. Goldburn was subsequently charged with possession of ganja, dealing in ganja, and taking steps preparatory to export ganja. He is scheduled to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Thursday, March 14. Investigations are ongoing. PNP internal poll predicts Crawford by-election win. The People's National Party, PNP, yesterday released the findings of an internal poll which predicts that its prospective candidate, Senator Damien Crawford, will prevail in the by-election for the East Portland constituency. The by-election, which is set for April 4, is to fill the vacancy caused by the brutal slaying of the late Member of Parliament, Dr. Linvale Bloomfield. The PNP acknowledged in a statement yesterday that the poll was conducted by the Barbados-based Caribbean Development Research Services, CADRES, at the end of last month, before Crawford was officially selected and before Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced the date for the by-election. It says 612 persons were interviewed in 18 polling divisions, where the results were very close in the last general elections. These interviews were conducted face-to-face at households, where no more than one person was interviewed per household, the PNP explained in a statement. According to the PNP, the poll found that 57% of respondents indicated that they would support a PNP candidate. Further, it found that Crawford garnered 28% support to emerge as the most preferred PNP candidate from a list of possible challengers within his party. The PNP says its Jamaica Labour Party JLP challenger, Anne-Marie Vaz, enjoyed 25% support among respondents. Vaz was the only person mentioned as a possible candidate for the JLP. According to the PNP internal poll, Crawford's 28% showing compares favorably to Vaz, especially if one presumes that Crawford would benefit from the residual 29% that went to other suggested PNP candidates included in the poll. It found too that 53% of respondents selected the PNP when asked to indicate which party they preferred. 27% said they preferred the JLP, while 20% were unsure. The PNP internal poll found that while acknowledging that those persons who were unsure could significantly impact the outcome of the by-election, we are, however, persuaded that the historic support retained by the PNP in this constituency continues to be a significant factor, especially as the 2016 victory was achieved in the face of a moderate swing against the PNP, the party quoted Cadros as saying about the outcome of the by-election. Ochi woman who posed as a dentist pleads guilty to fraud in the Bahamas. A Jamaican woman who posed as an orthodontist has pleaded guilty to 10 fraud-related charges in the Bahamas on Thursday. The convict is 27-year-old Santini Kerr Wilson of Bonham Spring in Ocharias, St. Ann. According to media reports in the Caribbean island, Wilson was charged with 5 counts of fraud by false pretense, 1 count of illegally using the title of orthodontist, 1 count of falsely advertising as a dentist, 1 count of practicing as a dentist, 1 count of acquisition of the proceeds of criminal conduct in the amount of $7,196 between February 26 and March 1, 2019, and 1 count of possessing $7,196 on March 4, which has been deemed to be the proceeds of criminal conduct. Allegations were that Wilson, a mother of 2 and the owner of Italian Braces, posted an advertisement in February stating that she specialized in providing cosmetic braces as well as teeth whitening services and fillings using the alias Nicole Wilson, according to a Bahamian news report. Following the publication of the advertisement, the Bahamas Dental Council President, Dr. Sparkman Ferguson, was notified and he contacted the police immediately. Police later located Wilson and confronted her at the Comfort Suites Hotel. While searching her room, officers found documents which stated that her real name was Santini Kerr Wilson, as well as a number of dental tools and over $7,000 US in cash. It was also allegedly discovered by officers and Dr. Ferguson that the Jamaican had been authorized to sell products on the Italian Braces line, but not to perform dental procedures. Following the development, Wilson produced documents and receipts relating to 5 clients for whom she had performed dental work and received cash payments of $510 from each between February 26 and March 1, 2019. In court on Thursday, Wilson pleaded guilty to all 10 charges before Magistrate Samuel McKinley. The magistrate ordered the Jamaican to pay a total of US $9,050, including US $2,550 to be split between the 5 clients, with the remainder as fines, with an alternative of a total of 4 years in the custody of the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services. Wilson will remain in custody until the fines are paid, according to media reports in the Bahamas. Jamaicans account for the majority of lottery scamming cases. The U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ, says most of its lottery scam-related cases over the last year relate to Jamaicans. The revelation came on the same day the DOJ revealed that it has charged more than 225 people over the last year for various fraud scams carried out against the elderly in the U.S. U.S. Attorney General William Barr and other law enforcement officials announced what they said was the department's largest ever nationwide crackdown on elder fraud schemes. A Justice Department official says in total there were more than 260 criminal and civil charges filed over the last year. The cases identified by the department targeted people 60 and older and involved more than 2 million victims. Responding to questions, a DOJ spokesperson said, "Most of our lottery-related cases are Jamaicans." The DOJ was, however, unable to provide an exact number of cases. Among the would-be victims highlighted were William Webster, the former director of the FBI and the CIA, and his wife Linda. The couple described how they were targeted by a man from Jamaica who threatened them. The Websters involved the FBI, which arrested the man after he arrived in the US. Another Jamaican who was charged with wire fraud is Leroy Spence. Starting in 2012 up to May 2018, Spence conspired with another party to commit wire fraud. That's according to an indictment filed in the Southern District of New York. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.